there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the run. Check 52.
Catch made by Slayton. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's put that team on the bus.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's complete to Slayton.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Perkins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch up. X3. 218. Jump.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Perkins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Perkins. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, nice 7. 2.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Shut. This is Pittsburgh. Mark 45. Hey, pick your game up. Look small. He gets 3. 2. Let go.
Looking to throw. Perkins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Joe Mixon finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Perkins. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Block will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke, he wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Back to throw. Perkins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing it on 3rd and long. Perkins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some...
Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Looking to throw. Perkins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Perkins. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Looking to throw. Perkins. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Denver.
Hey, Orbit.
From midfield, here's Locke. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsay. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing now is Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 15. Rolling to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Another run by Lindsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Lock now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now it's Lindsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Lock throwing on target to Fant, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Lock now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Catch made by Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Perkins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. Perkins got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Perkins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again. Perkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percent.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. Because
oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return.